Hey Jam, welcome back to my channel. My name is OHEMAA Bonsu. Today I am here to do the review for the UOMA Beauty. A lot of people are saying UOMA Beauty, but I feel like it's UOMA Beauty. I say UOMA Beauty because the West African in me will not just allow me to say UOMA Beauty. Okay, you guys, it's the same thing that I'm talking about here. Is a brand that I feel like just erupted all of a sudden. I'm sure they've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, but whenever they launched, it was big news. It was everywhere. So the owner did amazing with the press and pushing to make sure that everything was like a big bang. Like if you didn't know about it, you would hear about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I went on the website the day it launched and I watched a few videos to try to figure out what my shade match would be, because when I went on the website, the shade finder wasn't working and it's still not working. So like 2 weeks later, I decided to go back and check to see if the shade finder is working properly, and it didn't. So I went ahead and just went with my original plan, which was to pick up the shade before the last shade, which is T2N. I picked T2N because T2W, which is T2 warm, would be too red for me, and T2C, which is cool, would be too gray for me. And unless I get the option for a golden undertone, the closest undertone that I can use is a neutral undertone so that it doesn't look so crazy on me. If T2N doesn't work, then the next shade that I could probably use would be T1N, okay? So first I'm gonna prime my skin with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. And I'm just gonna put 2 pumps in my hand. Well, I'll put 3 pumps in my hand. And I'm gonna warm it up a bit and just apply it. I don't know, I have a lot of concealer on my face from when I was prepping my eyes for this look. Okay, so this is what that bottle looks like, and it comes with a pump. So I'm going to pump 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm taking my Sigma flat kabuki brush. This is the F80, and I'm going to just apply it to my face. Actually, this is how that shade swatches on my face. It swatches a little bit red. This is a neutral though. Okay, I'm just gonna blend it out. I feel like it has like a slight fragrance smell. Okay, so I feel like it's up to me to use a good concealer to try to balance everything out. I'm just gonna put a little bit right here. Okay guys, so this is what that shade match looks like on me. Actually makes my neck look a lot darker. Every time I put foundation on, my neck always appears to be a lot darker until I finish everything. Okay, so it covered over the little acne spot that I had over here. So I feel like I could definitely say that this is a... I'm just gonna wait for it to settle a little bit so we can see if it's something that oxidizes or not. And while that's happening, let's see what this foundation is all about. It says, say bye-bye to one size fits all formulations. And how you doing to this weightless, long-lasting, adjustable coverage hydration foundation enriched with biomimicry pigments designed to think like your skin. I've never heard of a foundation described as a vibrant matte. Oh, soft matte. It says right here, weightless soft matte hydrating foundation with tomato extract specifically formulated for dark brown skin. Highly melanated skin. But on the side of it, it says vibrant matte finish. Okay, so this is what that foundation looks like after it sat on my face for a while. And let me know down below in the comments what you think. This is a side view of it. So I feel like the shade T1N would be a better match for me. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about the shade match. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and conceal, and I am gonna be using the Too Faced concealers. Too Faced added 2 more concealers to their well, they added like a few more shades, but at the end of the spectrum they added 2 more concealers at the end. Okay, so I can't find my already opened cocoa, so I'm gonna open my reserve cocoa. I have reserves of cocoa because cocoa used to be the darkest shade that they had, or the darkest cocoa used to be the deepest concealer that they had. They now have 2 more shades after that. So I am gonna use Sable today on my under eyes. I feel like maybe I should have layered it a little bit before, but I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out. I'm thinking maybe I should have used ganache instead because sable is bright. Also, it could be because of the foundation. If my foundation was a little bit more on like a balanced side, then sable would be a perfect shade for me to use. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I will use the Beauty Bakerie brown powder, and then I will go over it with some of my nutmeg powder. Okay guys, so this is the finished look with the foundation on. Okay, so the foundation actually held up through the makeup application process. It held up especially through the contour process. It did not break up or move or slip or slide. It actually held everything together really well. It blends out very beautifully and it covers very nicely. Now, the only thing that we have to test is if it's going to be a long-lasting foundation. I will come back after 6 to 8 hours so we can see how my face looks. My face is oily. I don't know if any of the products that I use actually say the control oil, but we're going to see what my face looks like at the end of a 6 to 8 hour day. It is right now 11:25. Okay, so yeah, I will see you guys back in a few hours. Okay, gems, so it's now 9 hours later and this is what my face is looking like after 9 hours of wearing the UOMA Beauty foundation. And this is the shade T2N. I don't see anywhere that my skin has broken up. I mean, my smile line is very apparent over here. Over here, it's almost always non-existent, so that's not part of the whole thing. Around my nose is oily, and I feel like right here the foundation has moved, but I don't know if I touched my nose or not, and that's why. Yeah, but besides that, nothing has moved, nothing has changed, and this is 9 hours after me wearing it. And I haven't blotted my face or used any powder on my face. I've just reapplied my lips, and that's about all I have done. You can see like my whole face is oily. My brows, my cheek, my chin, my nose, like everywhere. So I don't know if this foundation said it could control oil. Let me see. I think I'm too lazy to read, but I can't find anywhere on the website that said it's oil controlling. I can't really hold a foundation hostage if my face is oily, because I have oily skin and it's always gonna come through. So, you know, there's nothing I can do about that. I don't think there's a single product that can control my oil and not make it come through. And if that's the case, then I probably will end up with pimples. Okay, so this is what we have. This is where we're at now. The UOMA Beauty foundation. The foundation did apply very nicely. My face still actually looks really good. It took all the products that I put on there very beautifully, so it didn't change or oxidize any of the products that I put on top of it. It looks like it will take us through a royal ball. We will end up looking oily at the end of the ball, but our face will still be intact. So if it comes to UOMA Beauty, at least for the foundation, if you're asking whether or not you should pick it up, I would say you can pick it up. You know, it's not a bad foundation. The only problem is that you might have difficulty figuring out your shade match, because the shade finder on the website does not work very well. Actually, the shade finder on the website does not work at all. Like, it just doesn't. And I took a chance getting this shade. I know that the shade is too deep for me, or too, I don't know, it's just not right around my, it's like around my skin tone, but it's not quite there yet. So I'm thinking that T1N will be a better match. If not, then I have to probably move up into the next category to find a deeper shade with a golden undertone. That might work for me. Okay, yeah, so you guys, that's it for my review of the UOMA Beauty foundation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.